Good evening, this is Nerdistic Human, and welcome back to our Germania short campaign livestream series. And okay, it's been a little bit of a while since the last part of this, so I'm hoping that I have any idea what's going on. Maybe we can work it out together. Maybe someone in the chat has been watching episode 4 quite recently. I hope so, because I have no idea what I'm doing anymore. However, we will go back on into the game. And there we go, there we go. Can I just get a little bit of a sound check? If you can hear me, that would be magnificent. Just let me know if everything is working properly. I'm not sure, actually, I can hear this properly right now. So I might just have a little fiddle with my audio options. They seem fine. I can hear it now. Excellent. Right, so here we are. Hello, nerd. Hello, indeed, Pixel. Sorry if it sounded like I looked away from the microphone there. My chat, for some reason, isn't coming up on OBS, and so having to look at the chat in the far distance. Let me just rearrange things here. Excellent. Okay, might have a better vision of chat from this position. There we go. Yeah, so indeed, we've been a little while since the last one of these. I do apologise. Life has been in the way, I guess would be the main thing to say on that. But I do plan on getting myself in another one of these live streams later in the month, and we'll start on Pontus. So the plan today really is to finish off Germania so that we can, from there on, get on with the next grand campaign, or the next short campaign, I should say. Now, we've already done our vote, so we know Pontus are up next. I'm very much looking forward to Pontus. They are one of my favourite factions. But to finish that, or to get onto that, we need to finish off Germania first. So, okay, favourite factions to play, you ask? Well, Pontus probably are one of them. I think Germania are interesting. They're actually been quite a slow start. It must be said. Yeah, Armenia, Pontus, I like that part of the world. I like that kind of army setup. I find them very interesting to play. To be honest, I like most factions at the end of the day. I do find, even if you're playing as someone as terrible as Spain, you can always find something interesting with their armies, I do feel. So a little bit of a reminder of what we're doing. Our task is to win the short campaign, which for some reason, as Germania is, 15 provinces, but also destroy Dacia and Scythia, which feels like the wrong direction to me. So, okay, we're already way over in terms of the amount of regions, but we do need to defeat Scythia and Dacia. Now, Dacia are around. Their capital here is under siege. Aquincum is under siege from our allies, the Thracians. They have had that under siege for a long, long time. Other than that, they have one more territory over here. Yes, home sweet home. Oh, no, that's ours. Oh, no, it's the other one here. Yes, they've got... which one's this one? Vicus Venedae. They've got Vicus Venedae. We can knock them out anytime we want. Now, obviously, we built this whole campaign up to take out the Scythians, and I'll be honest, they've been a bit of a letdown so far, haven't they? We've got our chosen Archer Warband army, which is kind of really what you need to take these guys on. We had a few messy battles with them last time. Sorry, my throat's going. Have a sip of my drink. And yeah, we'll go and smash up their territories, but they're not looking all that strong. 15% chance of cracking in. Yeah, we're not doing that. So next turn, our plan is to head into there, or at least besiege it. I'm not sure we have enough to actually take that without a long siege. We shall see. We actually went all the way to Tenay first and foremost, because that gave us a launching pad to head up to Somate and across to Campus Alani, and to hopefully finish them off. Of that, along with these Dacian territories, will be victory for the campaign itself. But we're not the only ones who can win this campaign, so it's pretty worth looking at what the situation is. So we'll get ourselves onto our ranking scrolls. And if we go, how about we get, not neighbouring, top 5. Top 5 seems to make sense to me. Let's give ourselves a bit of a reminder where we're at then. We are military ranking. We're probably about second behind the Scipione. In terms of production, a bit all over the place, as you can see. But apparently Egypt are going a bit mental right now, as well as Spain. Territory is us, right. So 15 is where the victory is. I'm sure we got a warning about someone being close to victory. So I'm guessing the Scipione, maybe they've killed one of the factions they need to kill. I can't remember what their task is to do, but they're nowhere near 15 yet. They're more like 11-ish, 10-ish, I would say. So, okay, that's interesting. They're not too close to winning it, but they could be a dangerous Scipione because look how much they've got down there. They do have. Look like they've conquered Africa already. Financial rankings, Brutii have ludicrous money for some reason. So do SPQR. Again, for no real reason. And okay, population. We're actually not on that one. Not surprising. We are a little bit on the small side. But overall rankings, we are up there in about third-ish. So, okay. In terms of diplomacy, by the way, it's kind of largely gone tits up by this stage because we got too powerful. Thrace are still our allies. They are allies of Macedonia, but they don't particularly like me. They're allied with the Brutii, and we are at war with a couple of their allies, which is a bit of a shame. We have some interesting situations with regards to the Romans, of course. They were my allies, I do believe. But yeah, we've got to go and basically defend Levarvum. That's where we're at with them. So Noricum just needs to be defended for this video, for this live stream. The main plan, to be honest with this, is just hold them off as much as possible. We do have some reinforcements come in this direction. I think we can hold off this assault. We'll be fine. They have rams. They're ready to come in. It's probably going to happen on this end turn. We have reinforcements. We just need to make sure all is fine here. Yes, I've already merged some of these Spear Warband in so that we have some full stack units and just 3 to stand on the plaza. Fine. We'll see how that goes, but we ideally want to hold on to that. If nothing else, this is nice border territory, and even if we lose it, it just keeps them away from Tomtiacum until any such time as we can finish off the actual win conditions. So really today we are focused on win, 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 win. We want the win conditions, damn it. So we just got to find a way of holding off the Romans until that point. As for this part of the world, the Gauls, I think they were also allies, but backstabbed us. We've got Massilia under siege, so we'll just let that one ride itself out. Oh yeah, I do recall this rebel band annoying me forevermore, but we need to just keep an eye on the Gauls down here in Iberia. Now the Spanish, okay, the Spanish have lots of armies, so do the Julii. If they distract each other, I'm happy with it. But yeah, our trade, you can see we've got 0 money, exactly 0, very nice. We can see here our blockades. So those ports aren't going to be doing us very much. But we do have some boat situations going on. Brilliant. Brilliant stuff, guys. Wow. We've just done nothing to them at all. Probably need to do something about them blocking our trade as well, but I can't do much when my boats are failing me. So there we are. We did some rebels as well. Just between live streams, there was like a pack of rebels here. I took them out and just carried on walking. I think there was maybe another pack somewhere I dealt with. Was it at Loversize? I'm not sure. I've sent this army to go and mop them up, and hopefully we can deal with them. We've had so many rebels in this game. It's been absolutely ludicrous. So, okay. As for the rest of the diplomacy, does anyone else really matter? No, I think we mentioned them all. We need to kill Scythia. Gaul are just annoying, and the Romans are just going to cause us a distraction from the main target, which is Scythia and Dacia, who hopefully will just not exist. We will obviously go and grab this if we need to. I think this army at Scythia over here can be redirected if we need to. But I don't think there's much we can do on this particular end turn at this stage. I knocked out that one rebel force who were annoying me. Other than that, yes, it looks like we're just got to hold this part of the empire, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll press enter. Don't really know what my diplomats are doing. Probably should have had a little look through my agents before we continued. Macedonia, yeah, we'll just try and get updated map information, but they accepted. Very nice. Nothing too interesting there, but they do have. Did they just? Defeat him in the House of Scipione. Yeah, this was saying, I felt like this message had come up before. And is this because they've almost completed their win conditions, but they don't have 15. They're nowhere near 15. Dalmatia's Brutii. Was it Macedonian before? I'm not entirely sure, you know. They didn't come in to attack either, which is interesting. Don't know that I like that, but we'll give it one more end turn, I would say. I am getting more troops in, so yeah, if they don't do it this end turn, at the very least I'll have more troops, which is nice. Okie pokey. Is this anything? This is a simple enough auto resolve. Well, we won't bother with that battle, but at the very least That does open up trade. We need to make sure we've got some good troops here, by the way. I do recall, yeah, the Thracians were concerning me on my borders here. Good evening, Quan. Nice to see some people in the chat. And yeah, so I think we might potentially have some problems with Thrace, but hopefully they can be my my good buddies here and not stab me in the back. But for the time being, we just need to keep some troops on this border. If it comes to it and we need to make a race for Dacia at the end, we will send them over there, but I just want to make sure nothing too stupid happens. Okay, it's a bit concerned that the only thing we can afford to recruit is 1 unit of peasants all the way over here, but that apparently is the situation that we're in. So, we probably want to just get another axeman out of here, and I reckon we can probably get, yeah, we want these just to head straight up to Camposan Mate. And you, can we get you out of the town? Yeah, they're happy enough. You know what, actually, if they're off, you can just, we'll just change it to Spear Warband. They're useful if we need extra troops, but they'll do the job for the time being as just a garrison. Get the civilian capital under siege. Just get a load of rams. We might have to see just one out. I'm not sure we've got enough. We could shoot them down potentially, but not sure I fancy that straight away. We'll do a bit of besieging. No rush. We still have the east to concern ourselves with, and I suspect the rest of this end turn is a fairly straightforward affair because we're just waiting to see the Romans push us any further. If we have any spare troops, we do. Oh yes, these forces definitely did a bit of a battle against some rebels, but I didn't have the money to retrain them. Let's retrain them now because we are going to need them just to finish off a few of these annoying pesky rebels. As for Massilia, yeah, we'll just continue to siege that out. And do we want to deal with this rebel force? I think we do, to be honest. They've been annoying me for quite a long time. They might go in, poke that. Okay, I've just clicked on the wrong thing there. Okie pokey. Let me know if there's issues with the stream quality, if it's buffering at all. YouTube is telling me it is, but I'm not seeing people complain about it in the chat. So are you having any buffering issues, or is that just YouTube being a bit sensitive? I do recall YouTube being quite sensitive about that thing sometimes, and often there is actually no real issue at all. Looks like, by the way, the Spanish are booting out the Julii. It's interesting how they normally seem to win those affairs, considering their armies are kind of terrible. There we are. There are some reinforcement Julii coming, which I don't like, but there's still no general there. One turn until we can get our reinforcements, so we'll wait for them. But for the time being, yeah, we'll see how that goes if they attack. I'm not certain we can win that defense, but we do have reinforcements, and that will certainly help. If they come in, do we have slightly too many troops as well? Well, that's a bit awkward, isn't it? Can we just... I don't want to... You know what? Yeah, this is the reinforcement force, so actually it doesn't matter. We'll just make sure the unit I don't want as much is on the end, which is... I guess we'll leave those two as the last reinforcements, but yeah. Just want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time with units that aren't going to help me out. Let's end our turn. We've got nothing too much going on in the town there. Hello, can you say your opinion about the faction Dacia? Victor Jakob, I'm guessing that's a Jakob. Okay, maybe they've seen the reinforcements coming because they are coming for us. Dacia. Let's talk about Dacia in a moment when I get this set up. 2 to 1 it says. I'm not convinced, but 4 rams. What do they have? 2 Principe, 3 Principe, 4 Principe, 5 Principe, and some Triarii, some Auxilia. It's not terrible. There's quite a lot of Velite out there. There's 4 Cav. I don't really have the Cav to deal with 4 of them. I can't just launch myself out. But, okay, fine. We'll get ourselves saved. So, Germania, episode 6. Oh, yeah, I remember I called the last episode, episode 6, when it was episode 5. Excellent work. Right, I don't want that control, but AI. We'll get on into battle. And, yes, Dacia. I really like Dacia in terms of their roster. I think they've got a nice selection of units. Really good infantry. you know, between the Falxmen and the Trojan Swordsmen. I mean, they lack the spears. They only have the basic warband. But I generally like theirs quite a lot. I'm hoping the game continues to run all right here because I've got a slightly strange... I've got a different screen set up when it goes to battle, which is slightly throwing me off. It just gives us better resolution here on the battle map. Oh, we already have a hole in the wall from last time. Excellent. Now, okay, I do recall last time there being a horrendous battle here. We don't have a big enough plaza to do this. Yeah, I like Dacia's roster, but they're in a horrible position. Basically, my advice as Dacia, or my experience with Dacia, is you have to go and just go to Greece. It's basically play the Thrace campaign, but you're starting Dacia instead. Go and grab Dacia's territory and Thrace's territory. And then, I mean, as we know from the Thrace campaign, that's not easy either. So, yeah, not sure about... I would say that's one of the more tricky campaigns to do, to be honest. I find the Dacia campaign pretty darn harsh. Just because their economy support, there's so much land for you to go and grab, but there's not much you can do with it. It's all very poor territory, or at least it's a very undeveloped territory. It just leaves you open on so many fronts, basically in the middle of the map, and you just get ravaged by everyone, especially in a game like this where there's such little actual, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? In terms of diplomacy, there's so little diplomacy in this game that it really is a bit of a problem. Right, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? So, we had the problem here last time, didn't we? That we could not hold at the front very well. Some units did do a good job at holding back certain units. The main thing is we need them to come into the centre a bit dispersed. So, they have a lot of Velite though. This is about the reinforcements getting in. The reinforcements were here last time as well, actually, weren't they? Yeah, I remember some chosen archers causing some chaos. Okie pokey, this is not going to be nice, is it? So let's just get my spears blocking things up for the time being. We'll get Paula to stand there. We've got berserkers in case we need them. That's the central part, so we'll leave them there. Yeah, honestly, I have a feeling we just need to sit back this time. Last time we tried too much at the front gate, and the gates are already open. The gates are already open in their basic, terrible, terrible towers. So this could be interesting. Just get the battle started. We do have plenty of fresh warriors. Please just get in the battlefield now. We are in a great position to come and charge down this whole half of the army. They're going to send their cavalry piling straight in, and that might work for us, actually. That might work for us quite nicely because... Okay, we need... there's a massive gap over here, though, isn't there? This might be where we just throw cavalry if we need to, but we'll see. Right. This could be painful. Right. Let's just immediately get this whole force running down this hill. Yeah, I mean, I really like the Dacian roster. I think they've got some excellent cavalry. They've got a nice kind of couple infantry units to kind of give them some variation, albeit without the spears, but you can hire hoplites, of course. Cavalry now, right, the dogs can certainly do something good to them, but there's an awful lot of them. They could really hurt us. Dum 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 dum. What do we want to do? And yeah, and I think obviously their chosen archers are very good as well. I think, and they've also got onagers, which is nice for one of the barbarian factions that all of them do have that. So they just have a nice touch, like a really good cavalry unit in the noble cav, two pretty good infantry units, really good archers. They just have a little bit of everything, and that makes a big difference. You know, they have options. It's not a great variety of options, but they have something in each. And I think that is going to be, you know, that's something that really helps you with the army. But it's about getting it out on the field. It's so hard to actually get those units out and about because their starting position is so bad. But yeah, just take the fresh territories, go to Greece. It's normally what I'd say. This is going to go horribly, horribly wrong. Where are these cavalry auxilia going? I don't like them. Okay, send the dogs straight after them, because immediately they're coming for this area and I don't really want them being a problem. So just send the dogs there and hopefully that will just deal with them for the time being. I don't like how much multitasking there already is in this battle. Principes, they're going to throw javelins. Just pull out of that for a sec. Just get out of the javelin range. That's them broken. Good. Get into the next unit. And hopefully we've got all of these guys coming in. Get the dogs running down this way as well. Dogs over here. They are going to hopefully rip those cavalry auxilia to shreds. As for this, that should be a similar story with them. I really want to watch that as that goes down. Ability. What have we got? So we've got all of our infantry over here. Let's get them into position, actually, with their archers in behind. The archers can do some excellent work. Skirmishment off. They are perfectly capable if it comes to it. You get out of there. As for my... Yes, spears. Not you, not you. That side isn't so... You know what? Oh, I don't want to give up something on that side. I'm not sure I do. These guys are about to hit this... hit the spears, which is going to go terribly for them, of course. So that's an absolute massacre. That's just what you want to see. Cavalry auxilia over here. Can we plug this gap early? They're frightened by dogs. Let's just get on top of them while we can, actually. Cavalry, you've got out of there. Yeah. You are... Warband, of course. The warband are at the front. One of them walk right. And just get those archers back, please. Get the archers back. Excellent. Pile on in, pile on in, pile on in. We've got some principes over there. Just keep on doing the job. These units are doing a great bit of work out here. My only worry is if we're a bit late to help the rest of the army, which I really don't want to be the case. Cavalry auxilia are now just being pinned by the handlers and by our barbarian cav, which is good. That's repelled them on that side. That is a very weak position. We don't want to have any issue with that. Get some screeching going on. Specifically, bring the screeching over here. And get the war chief. Get these two cavalry units out of there right now. Get them out of there and head into those Principe. Archers, we need you. We need you back over here now. Sorry, I keep changing my mind. Damn it. Dogs, get yourself closer to all of this nonsense. As for the cav, they're just piling cav into phalanx. This is exactly what we want to see. All of their units are in the wrong place. All their units are in the wrong place. They want one. This one. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, now it's the infantry. And what do I want to do with them? I wonder if we can get a good route on with them. Actually, they're shaken already. Let's just see if they'll do that job right now. And let's just get the berserkers going. Berserkers going, please. Okay, that is great news. All the infantry in the world are piling onto them. Dogs. What do we want to do with the dogs? I think we want to get the dogs. We just want to get them in this general area, just ready, positioned where we want them. But let's just try and get some of these guys to run through this. We have you to mop up them and the general. What do you want the general to do? I don't really want him running into their proper units back there. Okay, fine. Smash into him. Just get rid of him. That's fine by me. Get the archers over here. ASAP. There we go. All of these into them. We're just charging the ram apparently, which is a tactic, I suppose. My cavalry has done some flanking maneuver. I don't know if it worked or not. The berserkers are trying to create a route. We're doing a half decent job of it. Let's get secondary general, the main general, forward here, just around the flank. Paul is screeching, which is excellent. They haven't actually knocked down this wall. That would have been quite useful for them to have knocked down that wall, if I'm honest, but but it's fine. Okay, Troii are broken. Good. Get all of this. They've just run their way in there. Okay, that's what we need to see. Get the general around the flanks and pile into them. Pile into them. They got some reinforcements coming in, but they're too late. They're too late for all of this. Here is some Velite. We're going to get charged by the General Supreme. And the Berserkers are just chasing them down the hill, which is very nice indeed. Equite, who are probably going to join the route soon enough, you would think. That's great news. This unit can hopefully just hold them in position for a moment. Just pull out of there, General. Yeah, that's okay. So, yeah, everyone get into them, including the dogs. Why not? Suits me, damn it. Okay, this is going really nicely. General is in... You need to get out of there, actually, before you get trapped between those two units. Right now, no. That's the jet. Oh, he's gone. It's just an equitate on us. You already knew this. Yeah, well, gods make a good eating. Indeed they do. And with that, get our Gothic cavalry. Just get the Gothic cavalry out, actually. They don't need to be fighting that. Down he goes. Glorious stuff. Okay, I like it. Charge him down, charge him down, charge him down. So now we are attacking. We're the ones attacking into the town at this point, which is excellent. Berserkers are coming in. If you want to see some Berserkers in action, here they go. And immediately they are gone. Alright, we have victory. We have victory. That went a lot better than I actually anticipated. Okay, nice start. It helped that they ran straight into a pile of spears and led with the cav. That's exactly what we want to see if we want them to die. So there we go. I think everyone is pretty much already mopped up in this battle. Just a few at the gateway getting themselves stuck with the reinforcements. Definitely got that one over the line. Excellent stuff. What is left? There's someone at the far side of the battlefield over there that I need not worry about. You don't want to be shooting anymore. And if we've got this victory under control, then I suspect we're probably in a very, very good place. Where are we? Just a few left at the edge of the battlefield here. Fine, I guess we're not going to catch them. Yeah, I think we're in a very good place to keep this place under our control. And again, it's just a buffer, at least while we deal with Scythia. So, okay, that seems to be the end of it. Beautiful. Clear victory for us, 1174 to 159. A few men lost their lives. Some axemen are dead, apparently. But aside from that, I'd say that was a great job. So, in we go. Love it. And the God of War hates those who hesitate. Well, they hesitated for quite a few turns there, and it possibly cost them. So if you want to chat, they probably want to ceasefire. No, they probably just want to bribe me. Ah, brilliant. The fleet's going to be sunk. Deep into the sea. Oh, brilliant. Horrendously boring man wants to marry Edith. Don't know who Edith is. We'll see how old she is, because you're not great, sir, are you? You're not great. Where are our young maidens? There's Eva. Edith, 17. You can do better than that. You're pretty young. I mean, he's only 24, but yes, we're not having that. No. Marriage celebrations, people, and repairing the stockade in Tannay. Okay, that makes sense. As for Salamate, I was going to say we'll just make sure that we get the siege underway, but I misclicked where I wanted the army to be. But the gate is open, so on that note then, I think we might as well just get straight into a second battle here. Why not? I'll just save it up in case I have any crashes. Had an awful lot of crashes recently, particularly playing Barbarian Invasion. My Roxolani campaign has quite a few potential problems. Normally when you do any modding on Barbarian Invasion, it likes to crash quite quickly. It should be said. So yes. I've also done some modding on that. There'll be some new units into that campaign later on in the series, so that should be a lot of good fun. Let's just see how this goes. The game would probably have given me basically like an auto win actually if I just tried to walk in straight in here, because yeah, normally when you have the gates open, the game is very, very generous with its auto resolve. But you know what, we'll get our troops. I actually forgot what they had. I did not look at that properly. So there we are. We'll worry about that in a minute. So we'll get our units into position. A few horse archers as well. They have one tower there, one tower there. They're actually quite well positioned towers. Do you want to send anyone else into another gate? There's another gate here. You know what? Yes, I'm going to send some cav and some dogs over in that part of the world. And we'll go grab some more dogs for here just to kind of break through. That should be the general. Nothing else in this army. Love it, love it, love it. Those are chosen archer warband as well. We'll send them to get shot down. We'll start some screeching. And do you know what? We'll just send the warhounds into them. Why not? Send the warhounds in. So get archers forward, get them onto loose. And I'm sure, guys, you should have a shot, shouldn't you? Come on, sort it out. Nice straight shot. Get Paulers. Yeah, Paulers can run on in as well with the dogs to support them. Over on this side, did they bother put anything? No, they did not. So. Get these dogs in. And I guess we'll just be going over in that direction. Dogs ahoy! In go the dogs, and my archers are... I really didn't want you to do hand-to-hand, sirs. Get out of there, utter numpties. Right, they are being attacked by all of us. Archers might be doing something, but who ruddy well knows. The dogs can just shred their way through them, hopefully. They do have a fair bit of armour, but I'm not sure they've got enough to deal with the dogs, to be honest. And anyway, Paul is coming in now, so she'll make short work of them with any luck. Okay, Warhound's doing their business over here. What are they doing in this part of the world? Nothing much. We'll just get them in position quickly. The rest of them seem to be largely on the plaza. Okay, you are... it's fine. We've got the surround now. That's what we wanted. Good work, Paula and the dogs. Chop them down, and the dogs will just do what they want now. Dogs attacking a city is quite nice because they'll just keep on moving forward. So they'll just find a new target. Although, yes, Thomas, we've seen this before. They do struggle. Thank you, Paula. Calm it down. Okay, yeah, they do sometimes struggle with the pathfinding a little bit, but it's a fairly clean route to the plaza from there. Okay, good. Let's just go and grab these guys. We'll get them running into position, to be honest, because I can't be bothered to wait. Archers. We can probably go back to, yeah, back to normal formation at this stage. Get them into there. And what else do they have, by the way? Some axemen. Oh, I love this Scythian axemen. They're brutes. These are by this gate, and they seem to be giving up on that now. Basic horses. And some more chosen archer warband. Okay, dogs are running in for them. That's excellent news. Let's just get the dogs aiming at these ones. I'm happy with that. So get these cav into position. Just over here. Just get them lined up, ready to go. We should probably send the general in as well, actually. Those spearmen are doing a job, and the dogs are actually just preventing their reinforcements from arriving, which is actually quite helpful, to be honest. They're intercepting a lot of cavalry as well, which is chopping them up just beautifully. So actually, yeah, we could probably, actually, if we run quick enough, guys, get the spear warband in to block them off entirely, which would be very nice. So let's go and do that, shall we? You can get yourselves into position as well. Get the horses around there somewhere. I don't really care what they do. How are these dogs doing? They should be running in now. Indeed, they are. Lovely stuff. So, these guys lack armour. That should be bad news for them. Are they done with the dogs yet? They are done with the dogs, but they seem to be a little bit late in terms of... yeah, in terms of actually finishing us off. So, are their archers going to stand and shoot, or are they going to come... and yeah, they're still coming forward. Very interesting. Okay, dogs have arrived over here. They will probably munch their way through the entire of this axeman unit. Although the axes surely made very quick work of the dogs, but I think they're going to take a lot of damage in the meantime. So we'll see about that. Get onto spear mode. You likewise get into spear mode. And okay, they're now sending some missiles in at us. Not ideal, but you know what, archers, you can return the fire. You guys, if you can get a shot, do get a shot. Do you want to, like, get your pikes down? Because you've had so much time. I just told you to put them down, but really, you were in position a long, long time ago. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, lammy dear. Okay, well, they are frightened by dogs. Seems like these are broken. It's a bit of a shame. We'll get one of the units, we'll get the summations around here. It's now just a pile up. These guys have forgotten how to pike. Get your pikes back out. Now it activates properly. That's what we want to see. They are running away. General, can you just go mop him up? Down he goes. And you know what? We'll just see if we can at least disrupt them, if nothing else. Here comes the volley. And they are way out of position at this point. Not a great charge by by our own civilians, but hopefully they'll do the job. Yeah, he's running for his own broken general now, and that is excellent work. No more missiles, please. No more missiles. I just clicked off the battle, which has just ruined everything. It's fine. You may not have noticed. It was very strange for me. Okay. Good job. There's victory. We'll take it. It's done anyway. There are like 2 men left. And with that, a fairly clean victory, it should be said. I do like using the old war dogs. Lovely stuff. And Campo Salamate is ours. Can we exterminate? Yes. Let's just make life very easy for ourselves and burn the place down. Now, okay, what I really would like to do is immediately get moving onwards, but it doesn't look like it's the happiest of places, does it? Distance to capital is starting to be a problem. And a bit of unrest. That might just take a few turns, so... not sure what I want to do here, actually. Let's get a couple of these units just merged. Just to make sure that's not actually what it's trying to do with the retrain. It does look like that's what it's doing with the retrain, so we can get the dogs retrained if at all possible. Okay, and ooh, Night Raiders, Chosen Axemen. Do we need that against the civilians? Probably not. Let's get the Chosen Archer Warband. That'll be fine. Town Grows Tree grows, bit of a shame because I probably won't have money. Actually, I do have quite a lot of money. Where'd that money come from? Oh, I'm very happy about that. Gorgeous. So, Lavarvum is safe for the time being. Do a little bit of merging. That hasn't quite got us over the line. Bit more merging. Send you in first, my good sir. And yes, there we go. We've got ourselves a big old pile of troops. And you can just go and stand on this bridge. You, sir, how has another rebel appeared at the exact moment I wander off to go and deal with another rebel? How? How? Oh well. Unless he has berserkers, that's nice to know. Because I have no idea what I was planning to do when I was last here. Berserkers can... Yeah, you're probably just heading towards Lavarvum, I would imagine. We'll just send them over there. Massilia is still under siege there. Not heading there for the moment. I will get a spy over here. And can we finally get rid of these darn rebels? Yes, they actually wanted to fight for some godforsaken reason. Okay, victory is ours, and we can head over to the Nabu Martyrs. He was just there ready to block the bridge to make sure that the rebels could not escape. Good. Now, not sure what we really want to do here other than just... Let's just keep things fairly relaxed. Yeah, let's just get farms. Pop growth is normally a good thing. What do we want in these towns? A port upgrade is normally worth a little bit of money to do. But honestly... At this stage, it's hard to say what's actually going to be worth it. A market in a fairly central region like that is probably good, so I'll get those 2 markets underway. Yeah, we got some more troops over here. We'll grab these 2 spears just to help us with that. And how's Dacia doing? 3 turns still surrender. They've got to lose this time, surely. It's been forever, I swear. Okay, retrain what we can. Repair the goddamn wall this time, Thomas. Right, we're at 2,000. We just got that wall in time anyway in the first place, but best we do that. We're probably best to get a blacksmith, are we here? We can get warband. That's kind of the main thing we need. Get the population growth. Pop growth, just to make sure. Now, okay, for this particular live stream, we are very much aiming to just claim ourselves victory for the win conditions, but afterwards... We are still wanting to, yeah, we are still wanting to potentially have some fun with the Romans, maybe do a bit of a follow-up episode. So we might do something on the channel as sort of an epilogue kind of style thing. But for now, we're just going to focus on this. Now, this probably isn't enough to go and take whatever this is, but I reckon if I just send like the cav from here... Oh, I don't actually have very much cav here, do I? Yeah, we might be able to do that. We might be able to do that. How much is here to be hired? There is actually a little bit to be hired. We could do something there, actually. Not the worst plan in the world. All right. Well, we'll get those infantry moving, but we'll get some cavalry out post haste. There are just the one cav here. Okay, we might need a bit more there to go and do that job, but we'll see about it in time. Right, that is under siege. I think otherwise it's probably time to end our turn. Things are largely looking okay for the time being. So, we'll end our turn. And, oh, Scythia. They managed to get some reinforcements over to their city. Right. It is a general untouched by fear, prim and proper, which is, yeah, +3 unrest, +3 to law, -2 influence, -1 from scholar. Interesting. Untouched by fear, which is annoying for us, but it's only 1 unit, so we'll hopefully take him out. He's got a few archers with him. The rest of this army is the army that's in the city. Now, he's taken me on in the field here, right? So, yeah, interesting. These archers are all going to be pretty vulnerable out in the field. We can hopefully just shoot them down. They have very minimal... Oh, we have quite minimal cav, although we have the cav advantage. Okay, we'll be absolutely fine. We'll just save up before we head into battle and swing on in. Battle heavy start to the day. That's good. It means we're getting business done. I feel like one of the early episodes, it might have been episode 3 perhaps, we probably spent the second couple hours just getting things built up and prepared, but very much happy with that. Okay, we have ourselves a nice hill over here. Now, the town itself presumably is sort of to this leftish direction anyway. I can't actually see it. Where is the town? Good old town. Right. Oh, actually no, because the guy who's taking us on, yeah, is to that side of the town. So actually the town's over there. This is good. This buys us time before we have to go deal with the reinforcements. I do want to kill them out in the field if possible. That's going to save us a lot of time actually, which would be excellent. But yeah, for now we shan't worry. I'll get some axemen on the flanks. Yeah, we'll do it a bit like that. We'll get our chosen archers. We'll probably leave a couple actually out of the front. That's not the worst idea. I can't remember what my ideal formation for these guys is anymore, but we'll put a couple of archers up front, leave the rest behind the line so we can still shoot even if they do make a charge forward at us. Bring the cav for... Actually, well, we don't need to run at them. Actually, they have a general, don't they? And screechers can just stand around being difficult and screechy. Okay. Units here. For some reason they have given up their hill. Not sure why. We will get ourselves... Right, why are you not... Right, let's... Oh, I missed a unit. Screechers are way out of position. Screechers, get yourself over here. Right. That explains the slightly strange formation situation that's happening. So, we'll just get ourselves moving forward. And... How is that little peak there? It's a little bit annoying, but it's not the end of the world. Maybe we should just run into position. Yeah, I'm quite happy to get into this position fairly swiftly. And just run, guys. Run, 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 run. You know what? These archers might as well get themselves back immediately, actually, because the general is quite close to you right away. Archers, though, should have an excellent shot at these guys. And I wouldn't mind getting my Sarmatians. Actually, Sarmatians, get out to this flank, please. Get out to this flank. General's just going to charge on in. Spears should really just get themselves down, actually. So just stay where you are. Archers are running in as well, which is very, very confusing. Just get the Sarmatians out here ready for a charge. That'll be magnificent. Okay, General's just going to charge on into his death. Good on you, sir. Good on you. Instant rout. Not surprising. Try and chase him down if you can. All archers, focus on him for the time being. You get over here, and second general, just go and mop up those archers. That'll be fine. We should have enough archers to shoot him in the back here, but I didn't even get the Sarmatians in the rear at that point. That's surprisingly speedy, really. Okay, come on. Come on, missiles. He probably hasn't quite lost enough hit points, annoyingly. But we'll send these after him and see what they can do. Archers, don't worry about chasing him down. No need missiles to be shooting whatsoever. I just asked you all to stop what you're doing. Thank you very much. Okay, he's gone. Whatever. Let's just go and grab our force. Perch ourselves up on this hill around here. Bring Paula to come join us. And we'll speed it up. Hello, do you think it's hard to play as the Greek cities? Says Crazy. Greek cities. I think they have an interesting start in the sense that they're split up, which is kind of opportunities, but it's kind of problems. So I feel like with Greece, you kind of almost want to pick an area you want to attack. In some ways, like their army, I'm not actually a big fan of the Greek roster, but you can't deny that their heavy spears are phenomenally strong. And I think if you're like, I think certainly for like beginners, when you first start to play the game, it's quite a good faction to play as from a... I should probably start shooting again, by the way. It's probably quite a good faction to play as in the sense that it's quite easy to just, you know, win with pikey, stabby, stabby. But I guess the difficulty with Greece is kind of plugging the gaps. I don't like how terrible their cavalry are. And I do really like the heavy peltasts. I think they're excellent, but you don't get them for way too long. So while they are a nice auxiliary troop, yeah, they're a bit too late for me. You're almost better off using like one of your units of what is going on here? They've got barbed cav over there. Interesting. Let's just get war cry out on these two. I'm gonna send them just to deal with them right now, along with a second general actually. And you know what they've got? Oh, my archers have been charged by cav, haven't they? Yes, they have. I forgot about that, but they're actually going to stand up quite well because they are excellent units. Straight down the hill at the archers, please. And yeah, they are falling apart straight away. Get the general straight, just get them both straight through him, and he is surrounded now. That's lovely work. Straight down the hill. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Oh, it's good. This is very good indeed. So, the Axemen are doing their job. That general is being shot. You really should have been the ones to chase him down, not the general. But if we're lucky, the missiles will kill him. I don't know how he's going to retreat that way when the city is not there. But apparently that's what he's doing. So at the moment, yeah, we're just going to have to chase them down. Yeah, I think the Greeks have a very interesting position just because of how split up they are. I guess what it does mean is that you can play the game in a variety of different ways, which is nice. You can just kind of focus on the east and just see if you can just hold out in Syracuse. You can be super aggressive at Syracuse, potentially. He's totally going to get away, isn't he? That's two generals who have just snuck away, which I really don't like. Technically, it should be sneaked away, I guess, is actually the proper English. But I always find sneaked a bit of a strange word choice. I feel like that will change to snuck in time. But there we are. Okay, at the very least, the generals got away, but we can mop up the entire of the rest of the army. So I'm happy enough with that. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Greek roster. Whenever I get round to my faction tier list, unfortunately Greece are going to be quite far down. In terms of their unit roster, well, yeah, in terms of the unit roster, what is their starting position? Archers are currently, I think, just on skirmish, by the way. They're not actually trying to flee, which they probably should be because they're now going to die. Excellent. They're now surrounded, pretty much surrounded anyway. But yes, I do enjoy the fact that Greece can be played as a more of an Eastern faction, or you can just decide to put all your effort into going straight for Rome, which is probably your best bet if you actually want to win. There is a strategy campaign and battle strategy guide for them. But yeah, they're not my favourite faction, to be honest. I'm more interested in other types of like army compositions, really. You can still do a lot with them, but yeah, not my favourite, if I'm honest. Although I do kind of like their actual campaign position. I think that's probably one of the more interesting ones. It's a bit of a mixed bag, to be honest. But yeah, if I'm talking about what my favourite, like what my faction tier list is, Greece are not going to be doing too hot, if I'm honest. Okay, clear victory. The thing with Greece is they also just ignore the Spartans for a minute because they're a bit of an extreme, but they kind of lack any of the toys like a lot of the other Greek factions, style factions, such as, you know, Pontus are kind of half Eastern, half Greek, although they are technically Eastern. But like they have things like the chariots and the Cappadocian cav. You know, like Seleucids have the elephants and the chariots. The Egyptians, who again, Egyptian technically, but they're Hellenistic. Pontus and Scythia allies. Okay, Pontus aren't any concern to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just, I'm not the biggest fan of the Greek in their set of units. Right. Let's see where we are on the campaign map then. A load of random things have just happened. End of turn report. Not too much money. We had a big boon of money for one turn, then it all disappeared. Brilliant. So hopefully auto resolve is fine. It was. I think the archers do the job there. That's good for me. And we'll just stroll back into that town and hopefully all will be absolutely fine. U17 cav were actually useful in a moment. There was a bit of clutch for you, but somewhere I can get the Gothic cav. Yes, there. I'm going to spend my money on them because they are excellent and they're going to be a big difference maker. Right, over here we did get a big pile of money. We also picked up a pile of rebels, which is really irritating because I would like to get my armies moving. At the very least, I need the cavalry moving without getting too much damage. So can you just win this by yourselves? You can. Hopefully not too terribly. How is this going to look? Okay, not too bad. I have some of the archers here. I don't want to bring them with me. I just want to bring the cav, to be honest. So, okay, there are still 33 more of you. We'll grab these forces, get them moving, and I can hire up two. I'm not sure I want to spend my money on them this second, but it will be fine. Right, I'm just going to have to hope, really, that I can just merc my way over the line in this part of the world. I will lay down a watchtower and spend a little money I do have. So, okay, Campus Alani, not too much going on here. There are some Parthians on the border, which is intriguing. Right, Scythia technically didn't lose the city in that battle, probably because there's like a general and an axeman. A single axeman is alive. Interesting. Right, I can't be bothered to do this battle because even though it'd be nice to kill the general, that's on the outside. He's now going to run away. I'd much rather just get it done. Can't be arsed with that. So he's now wandering around, but he's not going to be able to do an awful lot himself, although he could hire up those mercs that I want. So now I've got some money again. I'm going to hire up at least the two Scythians. Hopefully the sheer amount of horse archers will do the job at that final Scythian city. Sneaky, excellent. Retinue expands, famous warrior. Pretty much every general who's ever fought a battle for us has that, and we'll take it. We'll just use you to keep an eye on this chap here. Ooh, noble cav. We'll take that. Low tax rate. This will settle down in a turn or two, but we will get some chosen axemen. We haven't got too many of them. We do need to just make sure we've got good units on that border. How have you not taken the Dacian capital again? Oh, one day they might do it, for Pete's sake. Utterly useless. Utterly useless. Alright, we will grab some of our units who need retraining and just send them off in that direction. We can grab two archers and send them over there. Romans are not sending a new unit into us right now, so we just need to leave them be for the time being. Okay, Lemon Grinders looking fine. I don't see the Gauls approaching, actually. The Spanish are on the border, but it might just be in reaction to us. We're accidentally on the border, but it is fine as it is. I'm going to get some dogs here. I like to have some dogs in my armies, particularly the border forces. Delesia, were you going to get anything else? Get me one more berserker. And Batavadorum, get yourself one more Gothic Cav. Okay, that should be good. Right, Markimani cheese. I feel like we need to do something over here. At the very least, a couple of you. I think we're trying to make it grow. We have indeed got it to grow. We wanted Freya. We don't want Freya anymore. I feel like I've lost my aim in some of these places. There's the Berserkers. We can get them over here. So let's just get a little bit of a force. Make sure we've got something to throw at this Dacian territory when it comes to it. Can't get a spy there. Markimani cheese. Can get a spy, so we will do that first. Alright. Get a couple more units there. Always like to have the spies. Need information. Information is not quite everything. It's near enough everything. Damn it. And we can't afford the speedball bomber. We can afford the axemen. I didn't realise they were that much cheaper. We'll get a spy instead. Knowledge is indeed power. What do you think of Pontus? They do get a lot of siege units. I don't know if that's referring to Greece or Pontus. Yeah, Greece. The siege units. Yes, actually, Greece do get a lot of the siege unit stuff, which is always good fun. And I am pretty much somebody who appreciates the siege units. I don't like it when I've got no options with that kind of stuff. Which is what bothers me about a lot of the barbarians. And one of the reasons I actually quite like Dacia, someone asked about that earlier. Yeah, one of the reasons I quite like them is simply that they do have options when it comes to. Let's just make sure we grab these extra forces for this. Yeah, they don't actually have options when it comes to an Oninger, which is very nice indeed. So did Thrace, if I think I'm right in saying that. Although, yeah, Thrace didn't have a unit card for them, which was very strange. That's, I think, genuinely a base game problem. I don't think that was a mistake on my part, but who knows? It possibly is. Okay, so Gothic Cav when they're done can come back to this. Why is there a new army already? Ugh! I've just been there. This is ridiculous. I genuinely can't believe how many rebels we have. Did I set up this game? Maybe I did some modding. I don't know. It is actually kind of mad to me how much there is. Anyway, we're going to end our term. I'm sure it's all fine. Nothing too much happening. Pontus, on the note of the question there a minute ago, from Cloudage. Cloudage. I'm going to go Cloudage, but it could be Cloudage for all I know. I really like Pontus. I think they're a great faction. I love the fact that they've got some proper phalanx in there. So you can have a good solid infantry line, which is always nice to have. But they have those Cappadocian Cav, which are excellent. They have the Scythe Chariots. Yeah, no, I like Pontus. I think they're quite an interesting one. The Pontic-Heavy Cav are one of my favourites. And if you've seen the classic Rebels campaign, the original campaign on this channel, then you'll know that the Pontic-Heavy Cav are basically my babies. I adore them. So, okay, we'll get some Noble Cav since we're out here as well. Just make sure we are in a safe enough position. I'm just going to get myself as far out as I can. Where I can lay a watchtower. I can't because these darn diplomats are in the way. No, I won't have enough space to get back. Great. This is under siege. Okay, yeah, Dacia just permanently under siege. So we might find that the job of them is done for us, which would be quite amusing. This unit, these infantry are going to get caught up to. We have a couple of units over there. Interesting. We'll get there in time. Any more horse archers? No, just the hoplites. We'll grab those in time. But yeah, I really like Pontus. They've a good selection of fun units. The Cappadocians are enjoyably unique. I guess they're kind of cataphracts with shields to some extent. If you want to like give them a real simple breakdown of what they are, but no, they're an excellent unit that I really, really enjoy, as well as those Scythe Chariots. Whenever I can use chariots, I'm a happy boy. And I do find it annoying though when you are like, for example, Parthia and you just have Eastern Infantry Spearmen. Like, give me something to work with, anything at all to work with. Here come the Romans again, by the way. Boring Romans here to come and besiege our town. It's got so many troops, lads. You don't want to do it, for Pete's sake. Just slowing down our victory, they are. We are one turn away from Massilia, by the way, so they will quite possibly sally forth. But let's just end and see how it goes. Where are we at? No, they didn't sally. I do like a sunny battle. They're pretty much simple victories. We're just massacring everyone, by the way. And, ooh, Scythian noblewomen. Well, isn't that nice? Okay, well, yeah, my Roxolani female campaign. These are my generals. So, to shoot down the generals, we could have quite a lot of problems here, actually. Don't really know. I'm intrigued about how the auto-resolve goes. I kind of want to fight it myself, but I'm kind of interested. It's a clear victory. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, I'm going to build the boats to go deal with these pirates. I think over here in Batavidorum we had... Yeah, you can get the good boats. For Pete's sake, I'm now spending my effort and time on this rather than fun units like Gothic Gav. But whatever. Whatever. Yes, indeed, the Julii are just going to do this instead, which is kind of amusing. I have one spear for the bridge. They want to come and do a bridge. Are they? Was that an urban cohort? That's an urban cohort, ladies and gents. Yeah, if you were playing this, ideally, obviously, okay. If you're playing this sort of optimally, we've got in a war with the Romans, and we don't need to be going east here at all. Realistically, we just be going south and dealing with this problem before all the urban cohort come out. We are one of the few factions, though, that I definitely think can handle them. Nonetheless, I'm not too pleased about that. Lemongriner can get itself a lovely Dockyard Triers, High King's Hall. Very nice to see. Woden can give us Naked Fanatics and Gothic Cav. You know what? We will grab that. Always nice to have. Resistance is futile over in Massilia. We should probably have a little look at our new city. Shrine to Athena. Smash that up. No Athena here. Thank you very much. What do we actually want? Well, we're likely... It's already grown as much as we can grow it, so we don't need to worry about things too much. We don't need the growth for sure. Woden. I think we'll go for Woden. Actually, no. Let's go for Dono. We want the Doner Kebab. We want the Berserkers. Let's get them out and enjoy ourselves. So, okay, we've got a force there. It's not the greatest army in the world, but those spearmen do a great old job. Okay, settlement besieged. It's Levarvum. Boring. Although they are starting to turn up with post-Marian forces now, which is slightly more scary. Slightly more scary. It's the urban cohort that actually are scary. That actually is like a half stack coming over here to this bridge. So maybe we just need to hire up everything we can. Actually, just kind of hold this position. Yeah, that could be a bit annoying, couldn't it? Let's just keep mopping up all these rebels. One day we'll be able to actually trade between our cities. And alright, over here, we need to continue moving. Maybe we actually need these guys to catch up at this stage. Might be for the best. Oh, lovely. We have some more mercs. That's good. We are about 3 turns from official victory. And they have a spy over here. Let's just send him out to check where the Scythians are, because they'll turn rebels soon enough. So you won't worry about those. We do have a general here. We could just shove him into our allies' territory. I'm sure they appreciate that. Let's just send you a few... we'll have to send him out another turn. We'll send him out another turn. Don't worry about that. As for the rest of the Pontus thing, I like Pontus' geographic situation as well, because whilst you do have Armenia to your borders, like Armenia generally are pretty passive. It's also very hard for them to attack by surprise, because it takes like 2 or 3 turns to get down that mountain range to attack your cities. So as long as you're vaguely diligent, you'll be absolutely fine. With Armenia, they're a very nice neighbour to have. I guess a small annoyance is that as you move west across Asia Minor, you do end up taking on a few different empires at once. I guess there's Greeks and the Seleucids. You've got to deal with both of them, and then potentially if you want to go east, you've got that extra war. But you know what? I like their situation. You have time to kind of expand how you want. And you can pick, maybe you want to take on the Seleucids first or want to take on the Greeks first. You don't have to get into both wars. Seleucids, obviously, you're going to have to deal with anyway. But I like the fact you've got a really good solid base, like this kind of core territory that you feel like is definitely yours. It makes life an awful lot easier. And I like it when you can do that. Classic Romans, by the way, no equipment being built on that first turn. I have now got myself a lot more spearmen, and I've got the archers. I probably would just hold the top of the town like I did last time. I don't think I'm going to bother holding the gates, so we shan't worry about that. But I will have a little worry about some of this stuff coming my way, because could have a problem or two if those armies want to be a bit more direct and come all the way down to me. Tom Tiakum is a bit unhappy, unsurprising, as I left it completely empty. Pontus is kind of bad. Kappas are just terrible compared to proper cataphracts. I do agree, they're probably not as good, but they are less vulnerable to missiles as well. But they do the job. The phalanxes are among the worst with the smaller men counts. The chariot archers are neat though. I don't necessarily disagree that other factions have more elite versions of units. I think what I normally look for is like them to be able to do a certain job though. Like, are they the bronze shield ones, silver, gold? I don't remember. Are they the gold pike? Anyway, they're all those different coloured pikes, and they're one of them. They will do a job. They won't win against the other pikes. They're probably the weaker of those pikes. I do agree with that. But if you want them to do the job of pikes, which is to hold a line for a while, they will generally do it. And I think that is fairly good. Pontus, I guess you're mainly holding a line to just send in your cav. In fact, they're pretty much just a cav faction in many ways. They're a bit of a wonky one. They're just a bit kind of fun and silly. As you say, like Capitation, they're probably not as good as the main cataphracts, but they'll certainly do the job that you need cataphracts to do, for example, if you want to thunder on in. And like the chariots are just obviously ridiculous. I get what you mean though. They're not elite in kind of anything, but normally when they've chariots though, I do generally refer to that as like the wild card option, and they do certainly have the wild card option. So they have that. I quite like their cavalry options. The infantry will do the job. And there's Pontus. Hello, Pontus. Let's get your map information since we're talking to you. And what was the rest of that? Yes, that was about the Pontus situation there. I'm looking forward to Pontus, though. Pontus should be an interesting campaign. This Pontus hasn't done that well. They've only grabbed the rebel territories and then they've just sat down. Faction destroyed. Is that going to be Dacia? It is indeed. Our job has been done for us. So who's got this? Thrace has this. Oh dear, Thrace. I think that's going to cause a problem with us, isn't it? When things change, or when this campaign's over and we move on to the next part of this, or at least the one-off video when we try and mop up like Rome or whatever. Fine. Well, in that case, then we'll get this to grow. Thrace are allies, but it just can't last. It can't last, and a Quincum fell to Macedons, who I don't really like because they are not my friend. Okay, we're at least... This isn't really... I mean, like, this is kind of a backup to block the bridge force, but hey-ho, it will have to do. We have some pikes. We have 2 spear warband and some berserkers, and for a bridge that's pretty much all you need. We only have the 19 archers though. How are you doing, by the way? You got a few rams coming, nothing too interesting. I will just merge up those forces. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Pontus. They're one of those factions I've always liked, for many of the same reasons like Armenia. But unlike Armenia, you kind of have a bit more, it's a bit less awkward to kind of get out at the start. It's kind of more in your control. Take the 2 rebel settlements, and from there, yeah, I mean, Greece tend to build quite a big force there. I don't know. You can kind of make your choice as to where you want to sort of put all your eggs in terms of which basket would be the reference I'm looking for there. Pirates are around, but we'll have to deal with them maybe in a turn. I'm quite happy with... Oh, Romans are here. When did that happen? Someone might have noticed that. I didn't notice that. To be honest, a lot of these territories are quite well defended. Lugdunum is not, mind you. We'd have to chase them down if they went there. They're probably going for Oscar, but, you know, interesting. Yeah, the Gauls over here just camping with 2 full stacks at this stage, which is excellent news. That's exactly what we want to see from those guys. All right, we are trying to get some boats out. General is indeed going to take out these rebels. More and more rebels, more and more rebels, yada, 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 yada. Kill them all. Kill them all. What a waste of my Gothic cav. Oh dear. You said get into the town. Do we have a general with this force? We do indeed. Oh, actually, yeah, it's Bruno Trevorum. He'll do all right. He's more of an attacker, but that is generally the case. The Romans with the Germans. Sorry, it'd be really nice to get some proper skirmish battles in place. Though we haven't really managed to do that as the Germans yet. Certainly something we'll be looking to do if we don't pull it off today. We'll certainly look to do that in another follow-up, in the follow-up video. But interesting. All right, I'm going to end the turn. We'll just see what happens. Nothing massive. Okay, another faction destroyed. Down go Numidia. That's slightly concerning as well, because it suggests that the Scipioni are probably continuing with their work here. Military ranking, production ranking massively high, territorial ranking they're up to 12 on 23 by the looks of it. So 24. Oh, it's just under. That's weird. I assume that their short campaign is to kill Numidia. I don't actually know though, but they'll need 15. So yeah, we're in 24. We just need this last one over here. So I'm going to get the cav to start it up. The gate is not open, unfortunately. It's going to take us at least one more turn. Unless the Scipioni can manage to... Yeah, we can just afford that. Unless the Scipioni can manage to get, what was that, 3 more settlements this next end turn, then we have victory in next turn, which would be absolutely marvellous. I don't think we actually been quite that close quite so soon, but hey-ho. We'll absolutely take it. We can certainly turn some of the Roman situations around in that case. We actually don't... Oh, now we don't have the money for it. For Pete's sake, Thomas. For Pete's sake. All right, all right, all right. Okay, well, just clicked off my thing. Yeah, YouTube, by the way, is still telling me that I'm not... that there might be some buffering issues for you. Do let me know if there are. I won't change the settings if no one's actually telling me there's a problem. YouTube says there is, but I don't believe it still. Okay, nearly done with these goddamn rebels. Yeah, the Julii seem to be wandering off. Can't notice there is an assassin there. I don't have an assassin, I have a spy, but at the very least I have a spy to ward them off. This whole Spanish Julii debacle seems to have settled down. Brutii are wandering this direction, which is intriguing. Let's move across so we can see Segestica as well. Macedonia are definitely about to attack me, aren't they? Definitely are about to attack me. So are the Julii, so we'll save up as we finish up this here end turn. We are so close to victory now, but before we can head into Scythia, we need to defend Levarvum. The Macedonians are queuing up to deal with us. Antiochus, one of the many, is going to head in. They've got legionary cohort. They've got Praetorian cohort. They got early legionaries. Yeah, they're bringing some proper stuff these days. God damn it. But not proper general and only 60 cav. They do have some dogs though, so beware of the dogs, Thomas. We all know that's a problem on the channel. Not so much recently, actually. Not so much problem with the Roxolani. The Roxolani girls have been having a good time with that, but we'll go and defend it again. So, yes, their phalanx pikemen are worse than those of other factions, but bronze shields are identical to silver shields of the Seleucids. Yeah, fine. So, as I say, I like the fact that they at least cover that base. But, as I say, they'll do the job. And I think that's the kind of the key thing for me, is that they'll do a job, damn it. Right, this time we don't have the reinforcements coming in from the hill, and actually that was very useful. So I'm kind of tempted to send someone out of... Yeah, there's no gate on this side. I wish we'd built a gate over here, because it'd be really helpful, because the Romans seem to love this angled approach. Fine. We haven't managed to get a second Berserker unit here yet, which unfortunately are stuck on the bridge. So we're going to have to do this in a similar fashion to the way we did this at the start of the day. So we can... Well, I'm just going to get out my spears first and just see how many I have, because these won't really quite do it against those proper yeah, Roman heavy lads that you get later on. So I'm I'm going to leave you here as sort of an extra. Out of pike, please, just to make sure we've got you in for the supply of defence. Fine. What else have we got? We've got a pile of axemen who can potentially do some flanking. Cavalry, or perhaps you can just actually guard the flank in case I miss it entirely. So maybe you just stand back here and I'll deploy you where and when I need to. The cav can definitely do some pestering, and I do have an advantage in cav. So maybe the general here. Screechers hang out here by the plaza. Get your screech on straight away. Archers can come forward, I would say, and see if they can get some shots early doors, because they probably can do some damage actually. We'll get the berserkers here. That's just kind of their general position. General needs to be in a nice supporting position here. And what else do we have? Right, our cavalry. Aside from the general, our cav, don't want to get them out the rear. I guess so. I'd like a little bit more in this town, if I'm honest. It isn't ideal. Fine. We'll see about how this is looking, but I'm not feeling quite as good as I have before. Right, they've got a big pot of rams coming in. Let's get these guys forward. Ooh, we've had some tough battles here already, and I don't know that I can reinforcements. I've really liked being able to disrupt them with the reinforcements. Let's get these cav out of the rear and into this kind of flanking position, because they could make a big difference if I use them right. Who is over here, by the way? What unit are you? Oh, they are burning ram. Well done, tower, but I kind of had this side a little bit covered. Right, well, at the very least, hopefully we start shooting them down. They do have dogs, bear that in mind. They're protecting their own cav with dogs. Where are my dogs, by the way? I never actually put them anywhere. No, dogs. Get yourselves over here. We have 2 dogs. So, yeah, let's make sure we get to use them at opportune moments to get the break in. We can't be throwing them straight in like last time. We are at least getting some missiles in. That's some auxilia. Potentially, what you want to do is get some early hits in and weaken a sort of a slightly rubbish unit like that. That's another ram down. Again, it's not the most useful thing that we burnt down the rams, but you could do something with them at the very least. They've got too many rams, and I'm not even defending the front gate, so I'm not too concerned about it. Right, where are we at? These auxiliary are losing a few men, but not too many. Praetorian cohort are just a waste of ammo, quite frankly. Astarte, they look like a break waiting to happen. Let's get a few missiles onto them, please. And yeah, these auxilia as well. If you can find an angle on them, that would be nice. They do have their archer auxilia, by the way, just to keep an eye on. Not sure about our angles. We're finding it a little bit hard to get an angle. No point in taking the legionaries on. Still with them. Yeah, that's the sound of my cavalry doing their work. So let's get you over here. How much damage are you on? 24. No need to worry about that. Get the super light cav out of the way. They're going to throw some jabs. Not very many. That's fine. Pile on him. Oh, we broke him. I'm surprised at that. And that wasn't a big hit into these guys, but hopefully with the other routing units. Get yourself out of there, General. Get them out of there. Those are spearmen. I just wanted to disrupt that unit from its current attack. Okay, we just need to be careful with these archers because they are, yeah, they're getting close to finishing. Oh, the general died. Oh no, looks like he's dead. Okay, well, it can happen. It can happen. All right, well, that's why I sent out this guy and not the full general. Well, at the very least, we've cleared out one flank, which is good news. Continue to get around. My cav here can just... Oh, they're back in the battle. Weird. General, deal with him. You deal with those 3 men who seem to be there right now. That'll be absolutely fine. They just rammed the ram, which is really not that clever. But, you know, job done. That's another unit over here just picked off. Good. More and more units just getting damaged. I love the cav out here. It's so good. We've got a general. We've got another auxilia. And this is the Gothic cav, of course. Some of the best cav in the game. Are these the best cav in the game? Probably technically it's going to be the cataphracts. But I do like these as well. When they're on the ram, they are rather annoying. They just charge at the ram, which is good most of the time because I actually want them to disrupt it. But can be a little bit on the annoying side as well. They are starting though to knock down. It's a disaster. It was kind of exactly what I thought was about to happen. But you know, whatever, sir, whatever. They sent some of the same men back here into this battle. I think they have, you know. Fine. We need these cav just to get out of there for a moment. So they are mopping up these auxilia. Can you just go and deal with those units? Ooh, Roman cav. We can't take them out, surely. No. Okay. They do though have the issue as they start moving forward. We have the archers. They are not on skirmish. Good. Let's get General into here. He's going to start getting tired, but we are going to have men in the rear, which is very nice to see. So more and more charges. Not a very good one, but these units are going to feel a bit concerned. Yes, indeed they are. War dogs are... Oh, war dogs are close. Okay. No need to worry about that. That's auxilia. Let's not get stuck too much in a battle there. Don't want to get stuck there forever. All right. Alright, alright, alright. We can get these cav to just kind of ghost around the rear, potentially. We need to keep a close eye on where they're sending their units. They've got war dogs here. We've got axemen we can deploy, potentially, if we see the opportunity. Let's send these over here to go mop up the archer auxilia, actually. They just need to go down. Get rid of the archers. That's the best use of my cav at this stage, I would say. These got routed by, I think, the two Principe that were there. Oh, yeah, they are chasing them down. General, just make sure one of you gets there. Make sure one of you gets on top of those archers. Get yourselves into the city. That's going to cause problems. They're going to be a little bit shot by them. What's running through? That's our cavalry. That's distracted them a little bit. Are they sending the dogs after that one cavalry? Oh, that's funny. Hopefully, if nothing else... we can deal with those archers. Okay, that's good. Missiles, ahoy! And they've got Legionary Cohort and Praetorian Cohort right now, which could be scary. Oh, there's some of our units up there on the hill. Right, at this stage, get you over here. I've got one more archer at the back here, Thomas. Yeah, I did miss a few units at the kickoff, didn't I? Brilliant. Right, well, hopefully the cav will do their job over there. And our spears, they are... oh, they're getting some good hits in with that. That's what I want to see. Right, this is the war dogs then taking on those spears. Not ideal, actually. It's going to deal us more damage than I'd like. Do the axes over here as well, just to make sure all is fine. How are these cav doing, by the way? They are chasing them out, but they're kind of getting themselves caught as they do it. I don't know. Can we get... do you want to chase them down? No, probably not. Let's just get them out of there. Get out of there, lads. Get out of there. Right. They're in to this nonsense. This is where we need berserkers. Get the berserkers in right now. Axemen. Axemen, get yourselves out there. You need to get yourselves in a slightly different position. You need to keep yourself properly information, guys. The berserkers are in there. Cavalry over there are getting themselves caught. Can you just go and mop up these... just these auxilia? Just go and get yourselves over there. Right, axemen, in position. Into position. Okay. I think the flanking manoeuvre is happening. Oh, we've broken the Praetorians and the urban cohorts. Oh, they're all falling apart now. Oh, that's exactly what I want to see. Get all the cavalry forward. Send the cavalry forward. There's pretty much just this one unit now. Oh, there's two units. There's all archers are back in the game. And, yeah, cavalry can do their job. But I'm going to send the axemen, actually, to go and deal with them. Missiles... go and deal with them. That will be nice. Thank you very much. Okay, as for the rest of these cav, Yeah, get them into there. Get them into there. I don't really care, frankly. I just want them gone one way or another. There are their units. We are getting the missiles into them. Yeah, Axeman. Get yourself over here, Axeman. We need to just finish off this unit before they become a problem. There are some cavalry out there, by the way. You need to be just a tiny bit wary of them. They could yet cause some problems for us, particularly as I don't have a huge amount of my own cav left alive. Send these guys out there. Are they going to run away? I think they're running away. No, I don't want to send my cavalry into a stupid situation here, if I can avoid it anyway. Axemen, you are largely what's left to fight in this battle now. Let's get all cav. Come deal with this, please. And Roman cavalry. That's nothing too much there. Okay, the legionary cohort are getting themselves in trouble now. They're getting shot as they arrive. And missiles, can you just change your sight over to that archer? The cavalry is now going to be charged down by my cavalry. And that's going to lead them into a bit of a situation in a moment, because they're going to find themselves joining up with the Axemen, where we're probably going to chop them down. So get the Axemen just to run through, please. It's a legionary cohort. They will do some damage, but it won't be too bad. Okay, my general, just going to get on top of him for a moment and then just run through. We don't need you to die for no reason. We'll just get these other two cavs. They're largely dead at this point to do that job for you. Get on top of them. Yeah, everybody get the general to blow the horn of destiny. But yeah, he's right there. So we just need to be a tiny bit careful with him. Get him out of there. No need for him to die. No need for him to die. Get a couple axemen here, a couple over here. Get their cavalry to finish this off. And I think all will be fine and dandy. Everything else is just, yeah, the odd thing being chased by berserkers at this stage. And the Axemen will, yeah, finish them off pretty darn efficiently, I would think. We've got them on the surround now. It's officially victory. Took a little bit of time there just to finish them off. Down goes their general officially. It took him ages for him to join the battle. Get the cav out of the city to mop them up. Okay, if I'm thinking about what I want in this city for future, I would probably say another berserker would be good, and I'd probably say another gothic cav would be good, just to make sure we've got as much piling on to, yeah, the berserkers to turn tides of battle. And obviously the gothic cav, it's just very, very effective to get some flanking and smash them up. Right, that went surprisingly well, actually. These units will do a job even against those late heavy Romans. Phalanxes, damn it, they are very nice. Helps when you've got some berserkers. We never even released the dogs. They broke actually pretty darn quickly, didn't they? Lovely job. Time for us to deal. Victory sip. Time for us to deal with Scythia, because that will claim us ultimate victory in this here campaign, which is what we're looking for. To say the weirdest short campaign, as you've got to go in the complete wrong direction as far as I'm concerned. The Junii are besieged us immediately in a couple places. Now, that's probably good because it prevented the Macedonians from doing it, but oh dear. Berserker's not able to join up, annoyingly. Not enough over here either, so send him to come and join. Faction announcement. Hero's death. Oh yes, of course, Rando of Rhaenus did actually die in that battle. Bit of a shame. A bit shorter on the cav now. I'm going to do a bit of merging. We've still got 2 spears there to stand on the plaza. Excellent. Wall is already damaged, but it's a bit of a random force that's coming on him. I say random force. It's a half stack, but it's got urban cohorts, so that's some of that other force that we saw approaching the bridge before. Agent found. Campus Civi. There's a Scythian. Unbelievable, Jeff. Absolutely disgraceful. Okay, well, we're going to go and plonk a watchtower. Again, we don't have enough money for a watchtower. Brilliant work. Brilliant work. Messenia has been besieged. What kind of force is this? Some kind of a force we have. We have a decent army for breaking them, I suppose. But, you know, could be a little bit better. Could be a bit better. It'll do the job. We got some berserkers out of the Narba Martyrs. We should probably be sending them instead. We'll ignore the Spanish assassin for the time being. Okie pokey. Excellent stuff. So, Trier. You are currently completely poor. Yeah, unfortunately, my massively stretched empire means that my economy is really struggling. We had managed to get it in a good place, but it is unfortunately not doing too hot right now. I have too many big stacks on borders at this stage of the life, and yeah, a huge pile of rebels constantly annoying my territory. Finally, we're going to clear out those northern scum. So that's them finally cleared out. Now this force can just come down there, but yeah, there are probably the odd rebel around at this point. There's actually not as much. That's good. The Romans seem to be sending all their force in this direction now, although there is some over here. We need a counter-attack, which is why we need to get ourselves to a position where we finish this. So let's go and deal with those darn Scythians, shall we? So, Thrace, my buddies. Do not betray me during the stream. I fully expect it to come, but not during the stream, please. Not my beloved Thracian friends. See, they're not coming for this one that I did specifically defend, but okay. The thing is, once I've taken all this, I could just like give it away to someone. Although in Rome that's a bit harder than others, but yeah, we could just give this territory away and send all our troops back, but that seems a bit ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna save us up. Get us in a position here to head into Campus Alani and to finish this short campaign. Faction leader, he's a poor farmer, he's reverent, and he's a goddamn liar. But here's a bit of morale for his troops, so we might as well go and slaughter him. Some Chosen Archer Warband. We didn't bring any of them along for the final fight, even though that was kind of the point of this campaign. But, you know, this territory is too far away, so we're just going to swing on into battle. Okay. So, Greek cities defend cities and bridges with, but it's a lot more micro. Dacia pretty below average in my experience. Yeah, Dacia, I find Dacia's more their position's bad. But I like the fact that you have an option for each different kind of type of troop, you know? Apart from the lack of proper phalanx. But, you know, I like the Chosen Swordsman, I like the Falksman. I like the Noble Cavalry are pretty darn good. And you have the likes of Archers and Chosen Archers. So you can do what you want to with them, even if they're not the most brilliant force of all time. They're not great, but I think they'll do enough of a job where I'm, you know, I feel like I can work with it. Whereas I feel some factions are slightly more limiting than that. And I can kind of vary up my battle style. Because some factions can get a bit dull because you have to battle in a certain way. Greece fall into that category for me, where they just, like, as much as you can use some units for that flanking, you've got to micromanage, as you say, like keeping your line certain width, you know, so don't get flanked, or, you know, trying to get some of your flanking units around. I find, yeah, it's a little bit tedious sometimes. I like the fact that Dacia actually do have a selection of options, but it's not a very wide selection. It's just one of each, basically. But I'm happy enough with that. But I do think, yeah, you're right. They're not exactly the greatest force of all time. But the Greeks are so good for defending cities in terms of like those phalanx. They're ridiculously good. We've seen that in a couple of these siege affairs with these pikes, particularly with the barbarians. Actually, of course, you do get the hill forts. So this kind of town is pretty nice if you're Germania. Like these minor cities for Germania are, I wouldn't say impregnable, but between, like, you know, getting your spearmen into position and then getting your chosen archers, you're in an excellent place. So yeah, we've got a couple of phalanxes here. We can just get them moving into position. Lovely, the wall is down. We should probably stop smashing down the walls, but there we are, that's our third bit of wall. They're not bothering to defend it, which is hardly surprising. We could go for a chunky affair. I'm actually going to go for all the Scythian archers in the world. Just all of them get there, and we'll just see what happens. See if they can win against their chosen archers. So, yeah, just go and make sure we're shooting them down. Go into skirmish, please. Don't get yourself stuck. They got themselves stuck. Well done, lads. Well done. You had one remit. But yeah, you can sometimes kind of get that problem because of this type of town. Oh well, right. Have you got yourselves in a stupid position where you're getting yourselves shot? You are indeed. Everyone just kind of run in, please. So we do have ourselves some Sarmatian mercs to potentially do a bit of a charge at the end here. Grab our general. Yeah, he can get himself over here. And that'll be perfect for me. Okay. Right. Infantry just need to get themselves in as well. So yeah, horse archers are doing something. Are we actually managing to kill them? It looks like we are actually managing to shoot them down. There's quite a lot of missiles coming in. So eventually we'll win the battle. We're just going to kill them with their own people, basically. Their own people have turned against them. Excellent to see. Jimothy, they have a solid infantry and great archer. Their sun location is the challenge. Yeah, I agree with Dacia. That's pretty much the situation. A nice selection of troops. You can hire the hoplites pretty nearby. So I feel like they kind of cover their bases. But yeah, it is just the starting position. Ploughing to Thrace, get down to Greece. But easier said than done. Their economy is abysmal and they're easily attacked by everyone should you get yourself in a bad situation. So there we are. We'll get to them in time. I do like Dacia. I think they're a really fascinating campaign. So I'm quite interested in doing that one when we finally get to them. Obviously, it's Pontus next. I'm planning on making these more regular again, by the way. And by more regular, I mean I'm going away for the next 2 weeks to England. But we are going to have another live stream at the end of the month, so 28th. I've got penciled in for next one of these. We're really struggling to do any murder, by the way. These are really failing miserably. Okay, send in some summations. They're also local enough to do some killing. But yeah, I'm planning to do another one at the end of the month where we can start the Pontus campaign. Pontus' short campaign. Who do they need to kill? Does anyone know in the chat? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. I'm not very au fait with the au fait. Is that even the phrase? I'm not particularly au fait with the short campaign things. Hopefully it's not Armenia. I hope it's like the Seleucids, maybe. Who did Pontus have to kill? Might be Armenia. Maybe I have to like do the standard. Here's what I suggest you do, and then when we actually get to the live stream campaign, it's like, well, you have to do something completely different to what I'd recommend because there we go, that was much easier, wasn't it? Oh dear. Yeah, so then you have to do something completely different, of course, because in the end, you have to go a different direction, which is kind of what we had to do with this one. Actually, I'd say the first 3 episodes are pretty much the same as you would normally do, but after that, I'm just going to send everyone in for a horrendous mauling here. It's going to be an utter grind, but I think that's what a faction leader actually deserves, damn it. So everyone's just going to run on in and get some brutal murder going on. And I paid a lot of money for these when I just complained about my economy, but it's fine. We're going to continue, damn it. Oh, they ran away. Pathetic. Okay, all the horse archers in the world are going to come on in to finish this guy off. It should be fun. We try and get some of the horse archers into a flanking position. There's a good chance actually we have a mass rout here, by the way. Could happen. Wish the general doesn't get here sooner. But we do have a mass of troops, so we'll see about that. Yay! We actually got one of them. No, we didn't. They got just into their flanking positions and decided to give up at that exact moment. Excellent. So we're going for anti-tactics at this point. We're just going to give him the honour of ploughing through hundreds and hundreds of Germans and mercs. We've just got whatever we have. Oh, the enemy king is dead. Fair play, sir. You did nothing really to offend me except you were the win condition. There we go. Great archers, early archers. Oh yeah, Dacia. Good thing with Dacia is don't they get their archers out of their like basic barracks? I think I'm right in saying that, right? That's like their basic situation. Super early anyway, I seem to recall. And they are strong archers, so yeah, I really like Dacia for that reason. It's a very nice one. So there we are. Okay, on my side laptop, by the way, it's so far behind. I think my Wi-Fi is terrible, although my computer's connected to the Ethernet cable, so computer's in a much better situation. But that should be official victory for us, which would be absolutely marvellous. And with that, the civilians who did nothing to really bother me are dead. Victory and glory. Victory has come to the Germans thanks to your inspiring war leadership. The brutal Dacians The mad horsemen of Scythia are all dead or enslaved. I think I killed them all. And German warriors hold many lands. Yes, many lands and many things, such as British people, such as in this video here, because apparently our victory screen is the British bloke, and we just put on a different robe today. But we put on a Scythian beard and a very drunk face. So there we are. Oh, there is a different bit of text here for the short campaign. That's fun. Continue playing? Yes, we will, for the time being at least. Exterminate their city and build some lovely, lovely mines. I wouldn't say no to that. And yeah, Chosen Archers. They have some nice infrastructure here. That's good to see. That's what I want to see. Okay, I'm just going to send you... How much further can you go? Quite a lot, actually. Just a little bit off the road. Please lay down a watchtower. At last, we have a watchtower. It's not the right territory. Can we get a watchtower in the correct territory? Did I send... I've actually already used all the movement points. I have, basically, haven't I? But it's fine. We're not so vulnerable anymore. So it is okay, fine and dandy. Off the main road, we'll just put a watchtower there. Okay, so at this point, we have our friends... the Amazonians. Yes, of course we can head up to the Amazonians. That could be good fun. See, our allies don't have very much in there. I could make it rebel before they stab me in the back. Who knows? Oh, the candle just went out in my room. The candle, the great Scythian candle, has gone out for everyone. Okay, well, we will... Yeah, get that trained up. Right. Obviously, we have now won our victory conditions, and obviously the original plan of this was basically to win the short campaign, which we've done. But the first 3 episodes were basically what you should do for any Germania campaign. You know, kind of smash Britain, kind of capture whatever part of Gaul you want to corner off. I can't bother to go and finish this off. You could go to Spain now, actually, if you wanted. If you managed to hold off the Julii, certainly you probably would. But yeah, the Julii, as soon as you start that war, you just need to go and win it, really. Don't you? It's a bit of a shame, but it is how it goes. And yeah, rather than push east as I have done, yeah, you're best going to go kill the Romans. We've got yeah, more nonsense going on with them, of course, but I think we're actually in not a terrible position here to push forward. So we'll get ourselves archers and berserkers. Can we get ourselves anything else down here? More dogs. Dogs are always excellent. I'm always happy. More war dogs in my army. Those goddamn ruddy pirates are still floating around the seas. So I'm going to take my boats and hopefully actually defeat them. Should have actually retrained these boats, but I ran out of ability to do that, didn't I? Resistance is indeed futile. Alanis are gone. But, yeah, I like the Germans. They're an excellent sort of campaign, aren't they? I think what we'll do is, as I said, I don't want to just leave this kind of... It's a very weird-looking map, isn't it? Especially with Thrace grabbing this. Would have made more sense if Thrace had a Quincum, to be honest. But there we are. Macedonia. Macedonia doing pretty well, actually. You know what? We will probably do another battle or two. I think it's probably worth... doing another siege. I've already got the live stream running, so we might as well get ourselves on to at least a couple hours here. But Levarvum currently under siege. That won't be attacked. Massilia, do you actually have troops? I can't remember. They haven't done anything yet. We'll play another few turns, see if they battle. But you know, we'll toggle the fog of war since we've won. We'll have a little look-see at the map. Oh, the Scipioni really have. They really have gone full-on like human player, haven't they? Impressive stuff. Okay, so the Greeks, did the Greeks die? If so, that looks like he used to be Greek. No, the Greeks are still alive. Okay, the Brutii are already in Asia Minor, but they haven't taken over all this Macedonian territory, so they're a little bit buffered by a fairly strong Macedon, who for some reason are deciding while they're taking on the ruddy Brutii, they're going to start a new war with me when I'm already at war with them. So stupid. They really should be my allies, but they just refuse to join up with me. Where are the Macedonians? They are allied with Thrace. There is no reason for them not to be my allies. It actually would be eminently sensible for them to be allies. But yeah, someone died, presumably. I was at war with someone they were allied with, I guess. I don't know. Turns out we can never be friends because of stupid diplomacy on this game. So, okay, what else is going on? We have the likes of Seleucus just holding on. The Egyptians in all sorts of deep Pontic territory. The Egyptians are kind of... Oh yeah, we have this map again, don't we? I never change this map around. With a slightly buggy version of this map. There's a boat in here. Excellent. I love a boat in a random bit of lake. Perfect. Yeah, no one ever gets Petra on this particular version because you have to go all the way around. But like on the Rome Remastered, I think there's a bridge over here. Yeah, you have to go all the way around here, so no one ever makes it down. You could take a boat, I suppose, but the Egyptians can't be asked. Yeah, the Romans at sea were. They're looking strong. This is a bit weird, isn't it? Like, the Egyptians have grabbed some of this. They haven't got Bostra, which they probably should have. They haven't taken enough of the Seleucids yet either. Armenia just have their standard 3. Parthia kind of have their standard situation, even though they have the extra defended Damartha just for amusement's sake. There is a video on map editing if you're interested in what the chaos going on down there. So yeah, we're in this part of the map, Thomas, but this is a bit strange. All the Germans over here. Probably some old Scythians just wandering around their former territories. Spend all my money on watchtowers from now on. Yeah, we're about to end up in a war with Thrace and Macedon and all the Romans. Did the Spanish? No, the Spanish never did attack. Although I think they're considering it heavily at this stage. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Yes, Armenia and Thrace, not sure. I don't know what you're referring to anymore at this point, Clodage. JU, provided the enemy army doesn't have more archers than you can hold any city or bridge with 5 armoured hoplites and 4 Cretians against 2 full stacks minimum. Yeah, I'd agree, like when you've got the Greeks. It annoys me that the Greeks don't have like an option like a Cretan archer, but you obviously have territory where you can hire them regularly, but they do have kind of rubbish archers, which means you are kind of relying on hiring those mercs in order to help you out a little bit, which is a bit of a shame, to be honest. Probably don't actually fancy my chances against those rebels, so we shan't worry about that too much. Yeah, we'll send him over in this direction. Do you want to do anything else with that before we end our turns? Ooh, probably just want some troops over here in Lugdunum at this point. It's starting to get a bit squeaky bum time. Yeah, this is really now where you just sort of churn out as many units as you can, exterminate cities and keep moving forward. That's pretty much all we can do at this point. There's very little tactics involved, I would suggest. Vickers Goffey probably does need to send this archer. It might not actually make it in time. Shall we see then if we're going to get backstabbed at the very death? Come on, Thrace. I haven't seen it. Okay, there's Edith getting married. Ceasefire in effect. Gaul in Spain. That's kind of annoying. You, sir, over here in the Nalbi Martius. We don't need you right now, but intriguing. They have a ram ready to go. And do you have anything? They have a couple rams, but nothing too much of interest. Okay. Surprisingly didn't get stabbed by the Thracians. Do they pull out of there? They have pulled out of there again. I really don't trust or like them. They upset me greatly. Okay, well, we've got enough troops to hold out against casual invasions there, because Goffey's going to need more moving forward. And generally, I just think we're at that stage now where we're just going to have to pour troops into stupid situations. Don't even want Campus Alani, but we got it, so I guess we'll just continue to hold it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Armenia come up here and attack us, I'll be absolutely livid. We'll turn the Fog of War off now, since that was mainly just to have a little look around the map. What up, Nerds to Human? Ultimate Bean Cheeling. I have no idea how I'm supposed to pronounce that, but I'm going with Bean Cheeling. Yippee. And I think I came here too late, though. A little bit on the later side. We're almost a couple hours in, and we have technically just claimed our victory conditions. So we'll probably just see if there's a fun siege battle or two to finish us off here for the day. But we are certainly looking to do a kind of follow-up where maybe we kind of punch Rome in the face or something like that. Can't promise you when that will be, but at some point we will probably choose to do so. The Romans have actually sent a general at this stage, which is a bit disconcerting. bit worried about that. We can send the general back in time, but I wouldn't mind just seeing what's going on across these borders a bit more, especially as I don't trust our Thracian friends anymore. Bit sad that it's come to that, but it is the situation, I'm afraid. Over in Diplomat Town, there's only a few diplomats hiding here. Not too much, actually. I'm going to see if my town... It's actually 100%. I'm surprised, actually. I'm surprised if we might be able to do that. Axe. Yes, lots and lots of axes. We'll probably see a lot more axes, actually, in the follow-up episode when we go and chop down the Romans, because we're going to need some more of our chunky lads to go and deal with them. So... yeah, we'll grab our boats, continue to move in this direction. We'll have one more in turn, see if the Romans want to do anything. Nothing from Rome. Oh dear, Rome, come on. Come on. They're gonna smash in one of these towns in a minute. Can't get reinforcements in there. That's gonna be a big old honky donk of an affair. Honky donk, I don't know, it's a Donkey King kind of affair. And that town, we've seen that siege defence like 4 times now. And in construction report, we built some mines over here. Excellent. We'll build some farms as well. That'll be lovely. Okay, do we want to do... yeah, we don't have enough money to even think about what we're doing. Macedonia, no! No! Well, there we are. We're setting up the follow-up video where we burn Macedonia to the ground. Utter fools. Classic Rome diplomacy. No reason for a war. They got the border with me rather than the other way around, but no, they want to be stupid. Okay, they've actually got some ballista here. That's fun. Right, well, Massilia, let's get into this. This should be fun. Another siege defense. And what was that? Like 1 archer, 1 velite. This is an old school army anyway, so yeah, we'll be fine for that. We'll be fine for that. Let's clear these guys out because yeah, in my follow-up, I probably want to be dealing with Rome, so we're going to have to repel these armies here while we push on at the other part. But yeah, Macedonian Thrace attacking is not going to help. It's just going to be a chunky, churny affair where it war with everyone. I wonder actually, I didn't have a look. Thrace are allied with Macedon too, right? Who did they side with? That's an intriguing question. Oh, we have this kind of city this time. Oh, this is much, much more interesting. Yes, this will be fun. We can actually use this kind of a city. Yeah, okay. So, let's get ourselves... well, actually, where are we going to do our flanking? Where are we going to send the general out? The general can come out. We're actually going to swing around this way. So actually, yes. They're coming this way. They're actually going in all sorts of directions. That's very interesting. Okay. We don't the archers annoyingly. So that is a bit of a shame. But it's not the end of the world. Yeah, they've got to come around the sides, haven't they, on this particular occasion? Because they haven't got the straight entry from that one. All right. All right. We thus probably want to grab... where are we? Yeah, grab a few more of our spears. So we're just going to plonk our spears, probably in like the sort of tight bits of the map over here. We've actually got tons of them, so we're going to put these 2 back here. I might have just used the one that we just set up over there, but that's fine. We'll reset that in time. Yeah, you know what? Let's do something like this. It'd be nice to defend one of these kind of towns, I would say. So we'll get ourselves into position. They'll hopefully get themselves shredded, which is what I would like to see. Yeah, that's pretty much all their entrances tied up. We could, of course, block it like this as well. But what have we got? So that's you over there. We have 2 more. So we could do something else, actually. Well, I tell you what, one of you can just block up this little entrance here, just to make sure there's no sneaky flanking. And I would say 1 more of you can just... you know what, you can just be a preemptive random one out in the middle of nowhere. Because they will come through here eventually, so it's probably worth having someone in the vicinity. Okay, that could be fun. We do have these guys. Maybe you can just back them up. stop the random stab in the back should that happen. Okay, that could be fun. We do have some axemen. Actually, you know what? The naked fanatics can do this job over here. We'll give these guys a proper rear flanking defensive situ. There we go. There we go. There we go. So they can just make sure that they're safe. Lovely stuff. Right, pikes in position. Be lovely if we had some. Yeah, it'd be lovely if we had some missiles for this, but we don't. Get some screechers. Thank you, Paula. We can grab some javelins as well. That would be nice. You can throw those from over there. And we have another Paula over here, but we'll redistribute those out if we need to. Dogs likewise. Get one dog here, one dog here. And we can always move them around if we need to. Come on. There we go. Useless. They are a little bit tight, these cities, but it is very, very good for the Germans to defend with these. So yeah, 2 axes can just get into position there. As for cav, for the flanking situ, we got the general. General can just move to where we want. Yeah, we actually haven't got a lot of cav, so we'll come over here. And yeah, we'll do the standard come out with the cav, but we don't have as much as we normally do. The general actually has stupid amounts of experience. Should be fun. Want a short campaign? I think you have to destroy Armenia and Thrace. Thrace have nothing to do with them, surely, unless it's just old enemies. Yeah, I imagine Armenia might be on there. I personally would be quite happy leaving them because I think they'll actually camp. But yeah. We'll have to ponder that when we get to it because yeah, the advice I'd give for the actual video is going to be slightly different to. Oh, actually, there is a gate over here. Yeah, the advice I'd give for the general campaign video would be different to what I'd necessarily have to do in the short campaign series here on the channel. But hey, hey ho, we'll just see about that when we get to it, shall we? This is nice, getting ourselves lined up for this. You can speed this up just a little bit. We'll go on to double speed. Hit those Hastati. And this should be a good old smash them. It is shield side, but it doesn't make a difference against a charge. That is just beautiful. Ran them down. Magnificent stuff. Okay, and we are 4 experience on these barbarian cavs, so they should be able to do a good amount of work. You get yourself into position, charge into them. That's not where we want to be looking. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. Get on top of the Velite. Get on top of the Velite. Ignore these Principe. We're distracting them, but they're a bit too much for us, really. Yep, Hastati over there and Velite, we need to deal with them. So, get on top of those chaps. And you. Get yourself around. And just the more of these we can randomly be dealing with, the better. The Hastati are in a interesting position here. Bit of a sandwich. Pull out of that, pull out of that, pull out of that, because you are not strong enough. Ah, they failed, but we did just manage to turn that in time. That is not a good way to go, sir. Not at all. But apparently they are choosing to be numpties. Okay, well, you continue to deal with these guys. It might just distract them for a minute, but honestly, it's probably not going to be worth it, is it? Principe are probably going to cause me problems. That ram did an impressive job from back there. Well done. Yeah, let's just kill those Venete and not to worry too much about the rest of this. There are some ballista, actually, Thomas. Ooh, we could send the general to go and deal with ballista. I'd rather not kill my general, but... Nah, let's not worry about the ballista. Ballista are not a concern of ours right now. Right, as they start to enter the city then, we'll start focusing on them more. Let's stop focusing on that then. Get our cavalry back around. How are you? You're winded. Winded isn't completely buggered yet. Into the Principe, sir. Gallop like you mean it. There's a tower supporting you, so here we go. Tower shit in the non-shield side. And there's a break. Good job, sir. Good job. Right, where are they mainly coming in? Really coming in this side, which isn't that well, actually no, this is the double guarded side, isn't it? Excellent. So quite a few coming in over there. Should be a few coming in this way. That one burnt down, so actually not so much, but actually it's probably a good thing if they're coming into the double guarded side. Can't argue with that. All right, fine, we'll take out the ballista since they're over there. You might get shot on the way, mind you. They're now making a very slow approach. Archers could be a problem, actually, if I... depends what they do, to be honest. We'll go in and deal with the ballistas as much as we can, but we could have problems with those archers. How much is coming this way? Not as much. I tell you what. Javelins, javelins, javelins. Get yourself over here. And then get yourselves over here. I think it's much fairer for them to be guided by you over there. We have their cavies on top of us. I was expecting that, which is why I didn't do that sooner. There, the equitate. Okay, General, you might be in trouble now. You might just want to do a bit of a dance, actually. Actually, probably not a great idea getting in the city. Probably best just run away. Just run away. They are indeed getting shot, which is a bit of a shame, but this is kind of the forward squadron, I would suggest. So there we are. Right, archers are Hastati. We've got a few cavalry auxilia. Again, more javelins, an awful lot of javelins, which isn't great, but hopefully some of our javelins can come in and do the job. Yeah, they're getting over here now. I did tell them to do the old shift move over here, just so they didn't go all the way around that way. Which do they want to do? They don't. I'm going to send my dogs around here. Actually, I'm going to go for the earlier break situation. This general's really in big trouble. Get yourselves over there. Get yourselves over there. Yeah, dogs, can you just come in and deal with those auxilia? That would be perfect, actually. Right, these infantry are going to fail miserably, but the missile support is quite strong. So yeah, we're just up this hill here. Oh, Hastati have no chance. I love the chunking of the pikes. It's doing a great job. They're burning down our hearts. Ballistas using flaming missiles. That's awfully rude, you know. Awfully, awfully rude. Yeah, this is a chunky hill. I love the fact that we get these siege defences as the Germans. It's an underrated part of the game, I think, because the sieges are very good in this. Even though it's where the most buggy bits of the game are, I must say I do really, really enjoy them. So there we are. Yeah, if we haven't released properly yet, then yeah, release now. Cavalry auxilia are fleeing. The general is... We might be letting him in here, by the way. Do we want to do that? He's gonna... You know what? Yeah, we will let him in. If he wants to follow us in, he can, and we'll just go way behind the lines. Right. Missiles. How do you not have a volley from there? Get in position, sir. Get in position. Send the general back. Send the actual dog handlers back, please. We'll leave them in the flank just in case. Over here, by the way, we do have Screeching Paula Triarii coming in. A few javelins being hurtled in by the Hastati. Don't know their place, sir. You're supposed to be in front of these guys. These are the veteran lads. Okay, so good old proper professional veteran Triarii, and they're just going to get poked by phalanx. Poke, poke, poke. Phalanx goes poke. Triarii go dead. Broken, broken, run. Run, run, dead. Dead, dead Romans. Lovely stuff. And you know what, Paula? Oh, we could send the dogs in. We could send the dogs in. Send the dogs! Sending in the dogs. That'll be magnificent. How's my general doing, by the way? Oh, he got behind the lines. Did he let him in? Did he let the cav in? No. They ran away. They really should have dealt with us. But okay. Whatever. So these javelins are now getting into the fight. Cavalry auxilia are going to be javelin ahoy. That's good to see. That's very good to see indeed. So they're going down. They're going to get spiked as soon as they arrive top of the hill. And that's them gone. I did send the dogs at them originally, but I think the dogs got stuck on all these infantry en route. Roman archers back there. They are still a potential problem, but we'll deal with them in time as more units piled on in. Right, we're now massively demoralising the next set of units which come on in, which is brilliant. Dogs are just... They're just going to win it by themselves. Dog handlers... I know you care for your pups, but they're absolutely fine. They have totally got this. That flank seems absolutely fine. It's just those archers. I really wish we got on top of those archers a bit better. Okay, let's see what we'll do. Mr. General. Mr. General number 2. You get in here. Although the cavalry that were his nemesis are now starting to arrive. But hey ho, they are what they are. They're actually walking in the javelin range now that we've run out of javelins, of course. General's going to run into them. This cavalry is going to finally react. It looks like there's yet more out in that part of the world, which is absolutely spectacular. Steve's house is burning down, which is a bit of a shame, but it is what you might expect. Yeah, get on top of this. Speed us up a little bit. Get out of there! Get out of there, sir! Get out of there! Yeah, he wants to die, doesn't he, to this guy? But we'll try and get him out alive, if at all possible. Right, last kind of set of units killing the dogs. Fortunately, Triarii will probably dispense with them. It's a bit unfortunate, but it is the way it is. Triarii down here. Dogs again coming out to go and do the business they don't need to do. Let the Triarii die, damn it. Oh dear. Right. This is good fun, isn't it? We've got the Equite over on this side. Nice little separation of battles, but we're going to mostly be able to hold this. Can't argue. Yeah, there's the enemy general finally going. Down he goes. Right. Send my cavalry out to deal with these Roman archers now. I think we've got what we need to be done. Done. Paula, 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 Paula. Get on top of those Roman archers, please. And Paula as well. You get on top of those Triarii. I reckon you've totally got that. You can pile forwards. The dog... Yeah, the dog abuse is over here. They need to go down. Okay, it looks like Paula might have just taken on those Triarii instead. Paula, see what you can do. See if you can manage that. You really shouldn't be chunking through Triarii, but we'll see if she can manage to put it off. If you like the Paulas, by the way, and the XXX, I think, by the way, if you remember on YouTube, oh lovely, they did it. If you remember on YouTube, you should have some unique German emojis. Such as like Berserker, maybe just a Germany emblem. If any of the members are currently online or in the stream, then you can go and click on that if you so desire. But I'll leave that down to you. Right, he can go get his revenge on that one. Mr. Mustachio here can go and grab the other ballista, assuming they don't get shot on the way. And Paula is absolutely ripped these to shreds. If you love the Paulas, do make sure you're watching the Roxolani campaign. There's lots of Paula in that as well. We have some excellent female units just chopping everyone down. Oh, lovely. And we're going to finish off the battle with these ballistas. Steve is just going to get revenge on that unit, which before got away. And it doesn't look like they're going to manage to pull off a shot. In we go. That should be the battle right there. And that is magnificent stuff. Come on. There we go. There you are. We didn't take too much damage there. A few units got a bit of a slap. Mainly from the missile troops, to be honest. So I'm pretty happy with that scenario. And yeah, we'll just see if we can mop up anyone else as they run off into the distance. Yeah, Hestartia going. Lovely. Get on top of him. He must die. Oh, lovely little henge over there. Gotta love a henge. Oh, beautiful view over here in Marseille. Can't argue with that. Oh, there's still one more Triarii. Paula gave up on him. He couldn't be asked. Fine. We'll let Steve come and hit on him. And we'll finish him off. Plough goes the Roman. So with that, pretty darn effective siege defence. I suspect we've got one more siege here. I don't know if they're going to come on in for the second one. They might do, you know. Are they going to? Indeed they are. Wow, the Macedonians really want this town where the Romans are done. Unfortunately, their turn is afterwards. So that's a problem. I'm not going to have a chance to heal them up after this victory. Oh dear, we don't even exist right now on that screen. Well, I'll have a victory sip as we get moving. Lovely stuff. And we've seen this siege defence a few times now. So, our walls are already down. We will... This one's not quite as strong to defend, obviously. But we know the drill. We know the drill. So, we'll grab our normal kind of formation. Slightly more like that. That's better. Only 6 berserkers left. Which isn't ideal, but it might just have to do. Get Mr. Spiky over there. get... Oh, are we short of units for this one? We might be maybe like one short. So we might need an axeman on this occasion to go do a little bit more work. Paula can guard there. These two... oh yes, no, there is one more. I knew we had just enough. Okay, well, we will indeed leave our axeman in the centre here, just ready to support where necessary. We do have our 3 archers, of course, like last time. We will quite happily plonk them on the hillock over here. And then we're going to do similar from the cav. I am going to struggle to do it with the cav this time, because I have my general back here. I'm not sure I want to send him in. Depends what unit it is. No, they're too strong. Okay. We might have to do this without the cavalry. We could send out what we have to see what they can do, but I'm not super fond of that situation. Okay, is that open because I've also done the spy stuff? I think they've done the spy stuff where they smashed open the gates, because yeah, it looks awfully like the gates are wide open as well. Okay, well, we're gonna have to use our dogs and our screeching women here nice and effectively, as we've seen before, but they have not a lot of troops, but they are more elite. So we shall just have to see, damn it. Get these calves straight out. What was this side? I didn't actually really look. It was just, it's really the better situation. That's early legionary cohort. They're just going to run straight through. It's a bit annoying. Bit annoying. We were only going to get like one volley off. In fact, I'm probably better off just getting them straight behind the lines, actually. I think I will just get them straight behind the lines. Probably for the best. Yeah, I think so. Get the general into that kind of position. Where are my cav? They're over here. What is their general? Their general. Can we win this? Probably not. But we'll try, damn it. Right. We're getting our troops to get moving. Nice and quick would be ideal, to be honest, because they are somewhat running through. Auxilia, they've got their ram burning down. Hopefully, at least that means some of their units are about to get shot. That is good for me. This unit is running by itself, and that is a good sign because it's the best chance we have of winning. Right, Auxilia and Urban Cohort. It's brilliant. Just brilliant. So we might distract them, which might just slow them down for a minute, which isn't a bad thing because we can hopefully get some shots away. Those archers should have a good hit in a moment. How are we doing? We're warmed up. Now I really want to hit this general on the general side because that's our best chance of killing him. So let's do that. Let's do that. Let's pile into him right there. Okay, this unit. Oh, that's the cavalry mercs as well. It's not the right one, but he might just take out the general if we're lucky. Doubt we will. He's down to 31 already though. Yeah, enemy breaking down the walls. That's not a surprise. General's down to not a lot. Come on, guys, keep fighting. Unfortunately, we are much stronger, but we're going to hold on. 9 against 14. Yes, we're on the wrong side to kill the general, I think, but I think we're just stronger than him. We're just so much better. It's fine. We've got him. Okay, good. You go deal with him. They are piling into this front section here. Okay. Okay. What do we want to do? Dogs at the ready. Screechers, get screeching. Yes, we've managed to rout the general before the battle's even really begun. So we've got a Legion cohort coming in, Urban cohort at the rear. Hopefully get a bit of flaming into the back units. That'll be nice. They're going to throw some javs in, not the end of the world. Just make sure my berserkers are not the targets. Yeah, they're not quite in range. That's a few flame missiles. That should be very helpful indeed. Dogs into... There was Auxilia around there. Oh, there's Urban Cohort. Auxilia! There we go. Yeah, missiles. My cav is out here now. We can just keep them there. That's fine by me. Dogs are coming. Oh, yeah. And if we just leave this general by the gate, hopefully they will have routed. Yes, that's just what we want to see. Okay, we've totally got this. There are good units, but there's not enough of them. They're coming a bit sporadically. And my general's taken out their general, which is very nice. So yeah, general, just plonk yourself here. I think they've regrouped, but it's quite a lot earlier than I imagined. But flaming missiles hopefully going to do some good work to them. So keep on shooting into somewhere in there. The urban cohort needs to go down. That's what we want to see. Yeah, they're just losing a bit of their morale here. It's not ideal. Just shooting to those auxiliary at the rear now. Let's just lower their morale because they are a pretty trashy unit compared to the others. And hopefully that'll be fine. General's just waiting at the back now. He can just mop up whatever comes his way. We will just pick up a few of these flames as we go, but they are just now chunking away at the dogs, which is a shame, but we have more. And we can apply a second morale hit this time when they have more units. And that time we'll get the mass break and we'll send the cav in to close the trap. Right, that actually is a rout already, which is quite amusing. The missiles are pretty good actually, just peeking over the hill. Some of them going over the heads of them, but they're not too happy about this situation, I don't think. So, General, start turning yourself into the rear of them. These warhounds are just in all sorts of crazy positions because of course they are. It's just causing chaos. Send more dogs in. Go on. Go on. You make sure you're just shooting into the front unit. We're just going to make sure they're dealt with. They don't know where to be anymore. The generals fled the battlefield. They're being attacked by dogs. The handlers are goddamn masochists, if ever there was one. And oh, they're running away now. But yeah, they're being peppered. They've got spikes to run into. There is a second assault over here, by the way. And I'm a little bit on the thin side with this unit. So let's just make sure. Where are my axemen? Yeah, just get my axemen into that kind of ready to flank if we need it position. Okay. Where are you, by the way? You're over there. General. Just get yourself... Not general, but he's just some cav. Get the cav out. Let's not worry about them. This unit of auxiliary want to come and take us on over here. That's fine because you've got some units over here, including the dogs, which might be what they're trying to angrily go after. I was hoping the dogs I might have just trickled them over the edge there, but unfortunately the dogs are being wasted at this point. Missiles into here, please. Let's just speed this up. That'll be fine. Over here,